when I'm uncomfortable, I literally do a British accent. Hey Toot Toots, it's me, Stormy Alexander, and today I just want to talk to you about a technique that has been working for me, and I just really want to share it with you guys. Basically what it does is just it exercises your subconscious muscle for manifesting. So basically, I'm gonna tell you how I came up with the technique so you can better understand it, and then I'll try to like break it down in a short way. But so basically what had happened was in the beginning of my day, I really wanted like some pizza. I'm like, man, I want some pizza with like a little spiciness. That's what I want. I'm gonna get that later on. But when I was getting out of bed, I was just like, I'm about to manifest me some pizza. I'm like, okay, whatever. The day goes on, and then I go to the store like I planned to do, and I get my frozen pizza for $5. And I check out, I go home, I cook it perfectly the way I wanted it, exactly. And then when it was out the oven, I put it in my mouth, and I was so grateful. And my immediate next thought for some reason was, I'm about to manifest me a pizza. So as I'm chewing, I'm just appreciating it even more just because of the fact that I said I would manifest this pizza. But I'm grounded. I'm grateful for where I was. Like, everything about that moment was perfect because I manifested it. Because technically I actually did, because you manifest all the time. You manifest constantly. So yeah, you manifest every little thing all the time. But yeah, I did, but more in a intentional way. So instead of just kind of letting life happen, or not being so, because I feel like sometimes we live in a daydream. So what I'm saying is, intentionally go ahead and say something that you know you can get, because we're exercising a muscle. Because what it is I want your subconscious to get used to the fact of it actually having an intention for something and seeing it come into fruition. You say something and your subconscious gets used to you intentionally saying something and it coming to fruition. But so basically all you do is you're gonna, in the morning or whatever time of day, you are going to basically choose something that you want or that you know you can easily get. Something like, buying a pizza, some food you really crave that you can always easily get but you never kind of get around to it. Like, actually get it. Or even if you're like, man, I'm gonna manifest that drawer, that one drawer, something easy that you know you can do, because it'll mess it up if you don't think you can actually do it. And we'll get there, and I'll get there in a second. But for now, manifest things you know you can easily do. So like when you get home, you're gonna clean out that drawer, or you're gonna make that food you crave, or you're gonna fix a drink. Hell, who knows? Anything like that. And so that way, when you're actually seeing the final product of the manifestation, you can be like, I manifested this. Or like, what's my homegirl name? Ariana Grande. she has a song. It's like, I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. Like, even if you need to just be grounded in that moment, because like I said earlier, sometimes we live in a daydream. We're just daydreaming all day, doing things on autopilot because that's what we always do. I'm saying in this particular moment, ground yourself. Look at what you just manifested. Be grateful for it, because it's something you want. Because I said something you want. So do something you want. It's something you want. Even if it's a bubble bath. Even if it's singing karaoke in your room. Even if it's cleaning the stove, or even if it's I would say something self-care, Or even if, like, if you're on a diet, I would be like, I'm about to cheat in this one moment and I'm going to be grounded in it. But anything like that. So yeah, so getting back to what I said earlier about we'll get into why you want to do easy things is because we're just letting the subconscious see, like, dang, every time she asks for something, every time he asks for something, we get it. So once you get good at that and you start living in gratitude, everything in that moment, including whatever you're doing, everything is perfect. And you're grateful for that moment that you manifested, right? As soon as you're getting used to that feeling, then maybe you can start asking for a little bit bigger things that may be a little harder to get, or it's going to take a couple days or maybe a week to get, but something you can do. Because also, I'm going to make a whole separate video about how the law of attraction messed me up in my journey. But I want you to get used to doing something for what you want as well. Week 1, you get really easy things, like week 1, whatever. Easy stuff like candy, like a Snickers bar. Like sometime today, I'm gonna eat a Snickers bar and just be grounded when you eat that Snickers bar really, really well. And you start really exercising that subconscious mind, be like, wow, like, and another part of your subconscious mind be like, well, you only got it because, because you can pay for $1 Snickers. But then you tell your subconscious mind, well, if it's true and I really believe that I manifest every single little thing, then I didn't just afford it. This was a manifestation. Then week 2, you might want to do something a little harder, like something that would take a couple days to do or a few days to do or something like that. I'm going to manifest some time with my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might not be something I can do today or tomorrow. But I know that I'm going to go out of my way and, see my mom. Or manifest sometimes with my friends. Or manifest some time on my craft. Or, anything that takes, like, you can't necessarily do that day, and then maybe week 3, you start to do something that's a little even more harder to get, like $100. $100. But who knows, in that week you might, I don't know, apply for a gig that pays you $100. And this is the thing, at this point, you're starting to flow. Because now you're starting to trust little by little of the process, right? Because, hell, even in week 1, you're going to be like, you're going to say one morning, I want a Snickers bar. And then you're going to go to work and somebody is passing out Snickers bars. You didn't have to do it yourself. Like, once you get in the flow, and I'm going to make a whole nother video about flow, but once you get in the flow, it's like everything starts to work it, and then you exercise the subconscious muscle, so he all worked out, bulked up. All right, we have our intentions written down somewhere about what we want to achieve, and I'll make another. We have a lot of videos to make, but all you have to do is step 1. All you have to do is say, I want to manifest something tangible. It's an exercise, not the actual competition quite yet. But something you can get. Step 2, get it. Something small, something you knew that morning you could go to the store and get, or something you knew you can run a bubble bath because they ain't gonna be home until late. Like anything, I don't know, but something can happen. All right, because let me tell you. Here's a warning. Warning. So I don't want anybody to get too wrapped up, because when you get really wrapped up in stuff, you tend to have resistance, and when you have resistance, you disturb the flow, and things will purposely not work out. So you're like, I'm gonna do a bath today. And you get too wrapped up and too crazy in it, you didn't let it go and just let it flow. You can't take the bath because on the way home from work, your mama called you and she needed you to take her to the store now. And then when you took her to the store, then you raced home so you could take your bath before your baby got home, but then you realized your husband picked them up, and so now you can't take no bath no more because now y'all both got to go somewhere and you got to make dinner and blah, blah, blah. And now you're doing the opposite of what the whole point was. See how I got wrapped up in that? Just know that, like, don't take any of this shit personal too much, you know? Because sometimes things just need to happen. But in the meantime, though, just don't get too wrapped up and do something you know is easy. Because if not, you'll be teaching your subconscious the opposite thing. Like, this is something that was easy and I couldn't even do that. Disappointment. Just, you don't want that. So once you find, hold on. So once you finally get what you wanted, then all you have to do at that point is to be grounded. When I say grounded, because I know a lot of people are like, okay, what exactly is grounded? Like, I know what grounded is, but do I really know what grounded is? Grounded is just like earlier when I was talking about, I feel like people live in a daydream. Grounded is just out the daydream. That's all it is to me. I think that's what it means. Hell, that's how I've been using it. Like just being present in the moment. That's what it means. Shit, I don't know. But so once you're grounded, if you need any help grounding, I have a lot of grounding techniques that are amazing that I will be making a video on soon. But one thing, just one small thing I like to do is look at an object in the room and move out from it. So what that means is I will choose, like for instance, I'm looking at a speaker in front of me. And I say, you know, that's a speaker. For sure. And I look at a detail on the speaker. So you look at something and try to find a detail on it. I know this sounds extra and it sounds like a lot, but once you really get the hang of it, I do it really fast. Like really fast. I can ground myself in 2 seconds. Like ground myself in 2 seconds. But at first, you know, of course it takes a while. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm a tangent girl. But anyway, so I look at the speaker and I'm like, okay, that speaker. And I look at the detail on the speaker and be like, ooh, I never noticed that before. I always try to choose something I haven't noticed before. And then I'll be like, okay, that speaker is on the bookshelf and that bookshelf is in this room and I am in this room and this is actually happening and I'm actually in here. Like I'm grounded. But I do that silently, of course. But, you know, so that's what grounded means. So when you're actually doing what you want it to manifest, then you want to be grateful, because grounding is also gratitude to me. Just the fact that you're alive here on earth. Like I don't care what's going on, like you are experiencing life if your eyes are open to me. So at the end of the day, no matter what, how bad everything seems or how good everything seems, whatever the case may be, it's the experience nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? It's just a great thing. So you should be happy you're in it if your eyes can open, even if everything else is falling apart, because just like everything is falling apart, everything can fall together. But and be in gratitude that you're not only in the moment, but you are doing the very thing you said you was gonna do. And be grounded in that and close your eyes. I always close my eyes when I'm grounded in a, you know, little mini manifestation moment. I ground myself immediately, because it's just like I did it and I'm in this thing. Okay. So here's the thing, and this is why this step, the very last step, or something I want you to do, especially when you first start, is to have something written down how you kind of want your whole life. Now, you ain't got to look at it every day. You don't have to say affirmations about it. You don't have to do no mantras. All I want you to do is kind of write a big general statement of your whole life, okay? You can be as general. I would like you to be general, but if there's a couple details you don't want to skip over, I say go for it. You know what I'm saying? Why not? But, you know, of course, happiness, peace, joy, bliss, contentment, love, blah, 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 right? But if you want to be like, you know, a townhome, a Yorkie, a Mercedes, da 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 da. Another way you could do it is you can, on a piece of paper, write a story. I'm gonna do a video about manifestation techniques, but you can write a story about a day in the life of you, your ideal life. Like you're writing a story, you're creating a narrative that maybe you can align yourself with. Because I say all of this to say, when you start manifesting really fast, what's gonna end up happening is you get in a flow, and then once you get in a flow, all kind of stuff gonna be manifesting all over the place, because you're just kind of letting go and letting God kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Because also I feel like these little miniature manifestation techniques teaches you to kind of have that ease and have that flow, because at the end of the day you're not worried about something you know you can get ever. You're not worried about it. And you need to practice not worrying about something, knowing you can just get it. Even if you don't know how you're going to get it yet. But at least this technique teaches you ain't really worried about that right now. Whew. So I think that's going to be all. If you have any questions, now let me tell you the videos I am going to make, just in case somebody's going to like make this, because I might be already going to make it. All right. That was cute, whatever I just said. I might be already going to make it. All right, so I'm going to make a video about flow and rhythm and how you can use that to manifest and what it is. I'm going to make a video about manifestation techniques. I'm going to make a video about grounding techniques that I've came up with on my own. Because I don't know, I'm really good with coming up with techniques. My whole life, I've been really good at just coming up with another way to do things. So, and on my spiritual journey, of course, that's now what I'm good at. So, I'm going to post it. All right. That was everything. I'm going to end it now. Bye.